Hello everyone, my name is Sherlin and today I'm going to be doing a video presentation on stress and daily life. So, all the challenges, problems and difficult circumstances, they put us to stress. Thus, if we handle them properly, stress increases the probability of our survival. So, in scientific words, stress can be described as the pattern of responses an organism makes to stimulus event that disturbs the equilibrium and exceeds a person's ability to cope. But we aren't really about the technical language. So in simple words, we can say that stress is basically a response that our body makes to an event which exceeds our ability to cope with it. So not all stress is the same. Some of the stress that you face in life can be more detrimental to your well-being and to your health. But some of the stress that we go through, it can also be healthy. Now, one type of beneficial stress is known as eustress. Eustress, it refers to stress which basically leads to a positive response. It is the opposite of distress, as you can obviously tell, and it can refer to any type of beneficial stress, whether physical or psychological. It tends to be short term and it often feels exciting. People perceive this type of stress as manageable and maybe even motivating. So what can be some examples of eustress? There can be major challenges, first of all, like starting a new job, being involved in a relationship, and parenting children. It makes us stressed, but it leads to a positive response. We try to do better. Next, there are smaller challenges like the excitement of a roller coaster ride, then scary movies or a fun challenge. They are all examples of eustress. So distress, on the other hand, is an unpleasant emotion, feeling, thought, condition or behavior. Now distress, it affects the way you think, feel or act, and it can make it hard for you to cope up with your problems. When eustress makes it easier for you to cope up with your problems, this makes it hard for you to cope up with your problems. Next, we are going to learn about the symptoms and the signs of stress. The way we respond to stress varies depending upon our personality, our early upbringing and the life experiences that we go through. Everyone has their own pattern of stress response. So the warning signs, they may vary and the intensity also varies to person. Now the physical symptoms of stress include, remember, they vary from person to person, but these are some symptoms that a person might go through. Not everyone will go through the same symptoms, so remember that. Now the physical symptoms are aches and pains, exhaustion, trouble sleeping, stomach or digestive problems, weak immune system, high blood pressure, headaches and dizziness. Then some mental symptoms are anxiety, depression, panic attacks and sadness. Okay, now moving forward, we have the sources of stress. What exactly causes stress? Now a wide range of events and conditions, they can generate stress, as it is obvious. Among the most important of these major stressful events is first life events that we are going to be learning about. So an example of this is death of a loved one or a personal injury. Then there are annoying, frequent hassles of everyday life. And then there are traumatic events that affect our lives. Now let's learn about these in depth. Number one, we have life hassles. Now changes, both big and small, sudden and gradual, they affect our life from the moment that we are born. We learn to cope with small everyday changes, but major life events, they can be stressful because they disturb our routine and they cause upheaval. Second, we have hassles. These are the personal stresses that we endure as individuals due to the happenings in our daily life. An example of this is noisy surroundings, then quarrelsome neighbors, electricity and water shortage, then traffic and so on. Okay, so moving forward, the third one is traumatic events. So traumatic events, these include basically being involved in a variety of extreme events such as a fire, or it can be a train or road accident. And the effects of these events, they may occur after some lapse of time. Like it takes some time for the effects of these to show up. Okay, now we're gonna move forward. How to manage stress? The big question. Now, working out regularly is one of the best ways. So number one, we have exercise. As I said, working out regularly is one of the best ways to relax your body and mind. Plus, exercise will also improve your mood, but you will have to do it often for it to pay off. So how much should you exercise every week? So work up to 2 hours and 30 minutes if the exercise is not too intense, and 75 minutes is enough for vigorous, intense exercises like swimming laps or jogging or other sports. So for that, 75 minutes is enough. Focus on setting fitness goals that you can meet so you don't give up. And most of all, remember that doing any exercise is better than none at all. It can just not help you deal with stress, but it's also good for your physical health. Now the second is to relax your muscles. When you're stressed, your muscles get tense. That's common sense. You can help loosen them up on your own, and you can do it while refreshing your body as well. And you can do it by stretching, which is very important because it's very important for you to move your body. Second is enjoying a massage. Taking a hot bath or shower, it just relaxes your muscles and your tense body parts. Then getting a good night's sleep is the most important thing. No matter what you're going through, it's very important for you to get 8 hours of sleep. Now the third one is meditation. So stopping and taking a few deep breaths, it can help you take the pressure off you right away. It can also be deep breathing. Okay, just follow my personal way of managing stress and anxiety. It's to breathe in, hold it for 3 seconds, and while exhaling, just exhale it during the duration of 5 seconds. Okay, so the fourth one is to eat well. Eating a regular and a balanced diet, it is gonna help you feel better in general. It may also help you control your moods, and your meals should be full of vegetables. Remember that. It should be full of fruit, whole grains, and lean protein for energy. You can opt for bananas for protein. Fifth is to just slow down. Now we all know that modern life is so busy, and sometimes we just need to slow down and chill out. Look at your life and find small ways you can do that. For example, what you can do you can set your watch 5 to 10 minutes ahead. That way you'll get to places a little early and avoid the stress of being late. Then when you're driving on the highway, what you can do is you can switch to the slow lane so that you avoid road rage. And you can also break down your big jobs into smaller ones. Like instead of preparing the whole syllabus for an exam in like a week, break it into small jobs. Like this day I'm going to do 2 topics, that day I'm going to do 2 topics, like that. So don't try to answer 100 emails at once as well. Just answer a few of them if you don't have to answer all of them. Now the sixth one is to make time for your hobbies. You need to set aside time for the things that you enjoy. Try to do something every day that makes you feel good, and it will also help you relieve your stress. It doesn't have to be for a ton of time, and even 15 to 20 minutes will do. Relaxing hobbies, they include things like reading, knitting, artwork, playing golf, watching a movie or watch Netflix, then doing puzzles, playing cards and board games. Then the last is to just talk about it. If things are bothering you, talking about them can help you lower your stress. You can talk to family members, friends, your doctor, your guardian, or your therapist. And you can also talk to yourself. It's called self-talk, and we all do it. But in order for self-talk to reduce your stress, you need to make sure that it's positive, not negative. So make sure you practice positive self-talk. This is something my therapist also taught me. So listen closely to what you're thinking or saying when you're stressed out. If you're giving yourself a negative message, change it to a positive one. For example, don't tell yourself I can't do this. Tell yourself instead, I can do this, I will do this, and I'm doing the best I can. Okay, so thank you so much guys for sticking around, and this was all that I had today. And I appreciate the opportunity to speak here and enlighten you guys on the topic stress in daily life. Thank you so much.